Okay guys, welcome back. We are going to continue with section 2 of Lostbelt 7. Here we go. Golden Sea of Trees. Yeah, that's a lot of fog and we're not in London, I'm sure of that. Golden Sea of Trees. Where am I? Am I dead? Is this the afterlife? I can't see anything and there's no one else here. I feel weirdly at ease though. Well, no sense just staying here. I like the sound of bonfire. Bonfire lit. Hmm? Nanka, Shinrika. You're dressed awfully light. What era are you from? Nah, never mind. Now you're here, we're all the same. Karetrundaro. Ora, suareyo. Oh, oh. Shinrika. Right across from you, huh? Ghastly of you. Or are you just used to meeting new people while traveling? Don't bother introducing yourself though. Not much use of names here. Handshake will do. That's the custom nowadays, yeah? That's all. Too bad. I wanted to see the hand of a warrior without a single injury for once. Yeah, not me. Yeah, I think Fujimaru went through... I think he has quite some scars, I think. Not a bad weapon. That belongs to you guys? I love modern weapons. They're ugly, a pain, and most of all, expensive. I'm a fan. Life's always growing and changing, so weapons ought to do the same. Can't say I'm impressed if you were the ones using the weapon though. 1 second. Yeah, I'm back. Sorry. Have you been fighting a war worthy of it? Your brand of war is the sort I hate the most of all. Goals, drives, all that is fine, no problems there. Your methods though, a war without casualties, what a crock. You ask me, there's no real war without death. Should be about the same number of casualties on either side. Don't kid yourself. You not having lost any humans on your side isn't because it's cause you're righteous or anything. You've just been lucky. And well, that doesn't ever last. Take your flying ship there. No humans aboard that thing's gonna survive. Not a single warrior abroad. They'll never wind up here when they die. Wait, does that mean I see you as a warrior? I don't know what Blue was thinking. Ah, whatever. Probably just another fluke. Take it easy already, will you? You'll never make it to the ship anyway. Anyway, they're still alive in there. They're falling from the surface, from silencing Hilhuicatl. They're in a whole other world from your dead self. You still want to reach them, even though it's impossible? Oh, Didn't think my opinion of you could get any lower, but here we are. Still, since we've met, my job is to guide you. So, I give you direction in exchange for a weapon. As you can see, my tastes tend toward the modern. I'm particularly fond of 21st century firearms. So, what can you give me to help your doomed friends? Got any valuable weapons? Shame. Can't send you back then. You just have to stay here like a good little corpse, you. Wow. Yeah, the first time I saw the eyes was mind blown. What the whole shebang, huh? I'll be damned. Breathtakingly stupid, but still, you've got guts if nothing else. Yeah, you really do. Alright then, I've got no use for those myself, but I can tell they're the greatest weapon you have. You've got a deal. I get you out of your doomed destiny. Now, step away from the fire. Gonna launch you over that way in a second here. What are you looking at me like that for? Don't need to be thanking me. Really don't need the tears. This is a business transaction, pure and simple. Oh, but there's one problem that needs to be solved. Hang on. See, this weapon is worth more than your life, and the decision itself is worth even more than that. So I can just send you back to the livings and call it a day. I owe you some change too. Will this do? I have no idea. It's the Calavera de Ascar, a sugar skull. People who like them really like them. Hang on to it, it might come in handy sometime. Well, see ya. Yes, it's been 2 chapters, I'm then falling both of them. The first fall, I went to my death. The second fall, I went to my waifu. Yeah. Balanced, as all things should be. Wake up, Fujimaru. If we don't do something, we're not going to get down. Please, wake up. Oh, thanks the gods, you're awake. Really awake. I'm sorry I couldn't get you back to the ship, but I'm glad you're okay. Alright, you probably don't know what's going on. Well, we're inside a weird cave. The corridor we were in breached and sucked off the stone border. I hold on to you as tight as I could. And we fell together. Thank you, money. The next thing I knew, I woke up and found us here. The end. I see. Anyway, why are you whispering? Oh, and about it. Look over there, Alan. Really slowly, okay? Yes! Oh, let's go! Let's go! Ah, why are you shouting? You're gonna wake it up! Keep it down, will you? There's no way to treat noble visiting all the way from across the universe. You know, I expected a parade to welcome me, but I didn't even get so much as a round of applause. Huh? Oh my god, she's so cute. Who are you? And what are you doing in my home? I didn't invite you? Wait, you didn't know it was my home, did you? If you had, you never had dared to sneak in. And the fact that you don't seem to have attacked me while I was shut down must mean I didn't have the time to. Must mean? I see, it must mean you two are harmless primitives. Yes, I'm a caveman. Ooga ooga. Fortunately for you, I'm not so. bereft of options as to kill a couple of hapless earthlings who happen to wander into my lair. Very well, listen up, earthlings. I am the higher being who has come to rule this planet. My name is... Olga Marie Shacho. Dayone. Indeed, I am you, Olga Marie. How did you know that? Who are you? I are just not another mysterious creature? Am I human? No, wait, for that matter. Who am I? And why am I here talking to you? Hey Fujimaru, do you think she's... You got amnesia! Yes! Actually, we were dating for like 10 years. You are my promised bride. So let's make sure I've got all this straight. You're an alien, you come here from outer space. You remember your name and your goal. But you were grievously injured in some sort of accident. And now you don't remember anything else? That's right, not a bad summary, Erdings. You could make a worthy secretary. Yes, I'm not... A job, yeah. More specifically, I teleported here rather than simply journeying here. And I made this vessel in order to let me operate in this space-time. It comes pretty well, yeah? Yeah, it's beautiful. So what about you? What's your name and goal? That goes for your little steward here too, of course. What's a steward? Wow, I'm Marine number 4! Please don't kill me! Please don't kill me! Please don't kill me! I don't want to die! I mean, I already did. Huh? So your primary object is to prolong your life? Who doesn't? Oh, interesting. So what's your name then? Fujimaru? Did you say Fujimaru? I knew it! She's angry! Please don't kill me! I wouldn't just kill you for no reason, especially when you only just told me your objective. She's blushing. Protect this girl? Still, that's weird. The instant I hear Fujimaru, I wanted to pop you in the mouth, huh? Huh. I mean, I'm not that knowledgeable in English, but I wanted to pop you in the mouth. Yeah, I wanted to smack you, right? Well, anyway, now that we've met here, and you and I are friends. Reluctantly, but still. I'm not thrilled that my first Earth friends are a couple of weaklings, but making first contact is still important. I'm sorry for being weakling. Besides, meeting people halfway is the first step to opening up negotiations. So then, now that we've taken care of introduction, show me around Earth. Yeah, I don't know this place. Fujimaru, Marine number 4. I appoint you both as my interstellar ambassadors. What do you do, Fujimaru? The press here is not listening to what we say. Please. Yes, a job. Oh, you can thank me later, since I'm sure you're nearly bursting with gratitude. I am, actually. What's my salary? I can tell you from your brainwaves that you're both quite stressed. If I'm to rule this planet, I can very well turn a blind eye to these people when they're in trouble. Now, let's get out of this cave. I think the exit is over that way. This is horrible. She's totally going to kill us if you don't do what she says, right? Really? Yeah, Mari's a good girl. We know. Viral word. That's such a cool concept, though. Why is he so slow? Okay. Yeah, that's really cool. Hello guys, welcome back. So I had a really annoying problem in which every time I try to start a new section of the chapter, it fucking crashes. So yeah, I tried to do something, and section 2.1 we already read it, so I'm going to reread the section 2.2, which I already completed. Yeah, I already played Olga, and I didn't have the... I had to cut it out because the screen was black. I realized it pretty late, but yeah. Let's start from scratch. Wow, you can smell the plant life everywhere. It's a real South American rainforest. There's sky and wind and sun and everything. And it's hot too. I'd be sweating bucket if I was human. Look, Fujimaru, over here. I've never seen a flower like this. Is it an agave or something? Haha, what a funny looking plant. What is an agave? Madam President. Not especially, no. This place just feels familiar. I must have already known about it. Yeah? No, you didn't. Trust me. So I was just thinking about what could have happened to me to make me forget it. Makes sense, right? But never mind that. Now I know that if I see something I knew from before, I can remember it. So it shouldn't take long before I'm back to my old self, right? Right. Anyway, I'm not impressed. Are you sure you can survive with that mindset? I'm detecting creatures moving this way. Their brainwaves suggest violence. Ferocious animal, probably. Are you going to be okay? No. Maringa behind me! Trust me. My gacha luck, oh damn it. What are you doing? Was something supposed to happen? Yeah, I should have be beating some ass. I got scammed. Yes, I agree. No! This is not America! Wait, this is America. South America, okay. It's natural to have guns. Naitorio! You saved me! Wow, thanks! That was so cool! I think I'm in love. Oh my god, if I... You're in love? With me? You think I'm cool? Oh my god, the wreath. Teach me! What the fuck? I see, then I suppose you're going to continue being impressed because the thing are no threat to me whatsoever. Yeah. No matter how different life forms may be or how incompatible their mutual goals, it's still terribly rude to communicate with your fist rather than your words. It looks like you people need to be taught a lesson in diplomacy. Go on then, come at me. Yeah, this is where you play with Orgamari. And yeah, I lost all the footage, but now I'll show you what the problem is. So every time I try to go into a new section, it just fucking crashes. Yeah, like that. You don't see anything, but on my phone, it's still playing normally. So I have to do this. And I have to re-enter every time. No, I have to... Wait. I have to do this. And then when there's a screen where it asks you to like abort the mission or resume from start or resume, I need to click resume, and yeah, I need to do this roundabout way for like forever. That's pretty annoying. Yeah, I like that. Annoying. Run, you coward! So they ran off without so much as an apology, huh? This primitive creature must be an enemy faction. Oh. You're so strong! Well, of course, who do you think I am anyway? I'm Uyo Gamari, the future ruler of Earth. Something like this is barely a typo on a document. Once I found them, then I can just erase them with one finger. So they're common, but you never really think much about them. What a weirdly relatable analogy. Yeah. Is it? It just popped off of my mouth. I don't remember them, but maybe whatever education materials I had to learn about Earth weren't the best. What are you doing? What are you giving her? Oh yeah, good thinking. Let's go! It's dangerous to stay in the same spot. Plus, there could be a bunch of more of them nearby. Not that any number of them will make a difference to me. Yeah, you have AoE attacks. Broken. I suppose that's not true too of you two. Getting shot will hurt you. I swear, I can't for the life of me figure why the creator of this planet evolved like that. It's so inconvenient. Thanks for worrying about us. Okay, I'll go patrol our surroundings. I can fight like the captain, but I'm pretty good. I'm a pretty good lookout. Yeah, I'm useless. He's going to patrol? I thought he was just going to keep hiding behind me. Sounds boring, at least from a perspective of a being from outer space like me. I've never heard of such a weak creator not just letting the stronger one handle everything. Are you like that too? Since you didn't fight in a battle, are you an explorer or something? It hardly seemed like your first battle since you knew to run behind a tree to get a safe vantage point. But have you really been in that many battles? With a fragile vessel and so few years in operation? What are you guys doing? Come on! I found a big plant over that way. I think it's food. Let's go check it out. I bet it's yummy. I have poison resistance. I got the Ritz of Marine. Hey, what's wrong? Oh, are those Jagger guys coming back? No, you just grabbed my head out of nowhere. So dude. But yearly we're emitting red wavelengths on me. Red wavelengths means awareness, fear. But now it's suddenly blue for conversational. And for some reason, Alan Ujmaru was sending yellow wavelengths my way for joy and friendliness, right from the start even. Yeah, we are dating, right? Don't you remember? Well, you're still kind of scary, but now I know I don't have to be afraid of you. Thanks again for helping us. Sorry to see you and the others for saying this, but I definitely vote for you for the passing of the Earth now. What did you say? What did you say? I help you out a little bit and now you're willing to support me? Is it a trap of some kind? Or are you Earthlings actually this easy? Yeah, we're not good in politics. Huh? What was that? That wasn't me. Maybe some more of this guy we just saw? I thought he'd come back. You could just tell they're tenacious as hell. What? As all heck. But with you around, you owe? I don't have to be scared, so what are you gonna do? Drag you out with them this time? If it goes well, I bet you could gain more supporters. Hey, I see you're starting to get me, child. Right, I didn't come here to eradicate you primitives. I don't have that kind of time. I heard a cry of distress coming from this planet, so I come here to make things better? So no matter how ferocious or belligerent or indiscriminate this creator may be, I'm going to start talking by talking too. Yeah, try talking to that. And I've changed my mind! Yeah. Yes. I mean, if she was like scared of little lizards, that would be pretty cute, but yeah, this is a fucking giant dinosaur, so I guess that's normal. It's a fucking dinosaur.
少し肩をほぐすだけ。お前たちのためではない。この星を滑るものである。
Yikes. What a broken spell. Randomly decrease HP. Can I lose like 20,000 HP? No, quite generous. Set NP to 0%. Reply, ignore invincible. Yeah, I need this. Increase buster card effectiveness, increase critical strength, increase MVP gain for all allies. Yes. Oh. Yeah, that was the wrong order. Yeah. Assist!
ちゃんとあの辺りね。ちゃんと指導して。
Go! Yeah, I'll be honest. Natsu will never give us Olgamari. If you go to Natsu and say, please give us Olgamari, he'll just say, we have Olgamari at home. Yeah, those who play JP can understand. We have Olgamari at home. And it's not bad by any means, but, you know, just the meme. Ouch. Stay! Ouch. It hurts. The 10,000 bird. Yeah, I think it's pretty funny that those horn of hers like gather electricity. Crit, please! Crit! Yes, let's go. Yeah, just so right now, but the trees in the background are fucking huge. Ouch. Yeah, the reason I'm playing in slow motion is because I want to be immersive, and the other reason is because if I play on the fast speed, it's going to lag as hell. Yeah, yeah, the BGM is quite cool. Definitely a dinosaur. Okay, I can see. Ah, forget it. I hate this thing. Retreat, retreat. Don't leave me behind. No way. I didn't know you were scared of reptiles, Madam President. You lost my vote. Come on, everyone afraid of something, right? Yeah. Yeah, I understand. I personally have trypophobia. I don't know if I pronunciated that right. It's like the fear of small patterns. Like, yeah. What's the creature that Darwin hated? The barnacles, right? A lot of barnacles. A lot of small holes. Yeah, things like that. It gets me weak in the knees. Fujimaru, get over here and do something! You must have a kind of trick up your sleeve, don't you? No, right now. I got nothing, I'm useless. No! Definitely dinosaur, don't die! Oh, he didn't. Just ran away. Even if this is your first time encountering them, I can't believe you couldn't get rid of you unthinking dinos. You're supposed to be the last master of humanity. What a pitiful showing. Or maybe you've let the last 6 Lostbelt you dealt with go to your head? That foolishness will certainly be on brand for you. Who's that? Do you know him? That's my boy! Doctor, what are you doing? Come back. The Chaldean. Please don't crash. Yes! Fucking go. Just claim to be a maniac, man, huh? It's true. So for the moment, I'll use that name. Humans often say it's what on the inside that counts. A name, even a false one, is just a convenient address. You know I'm not who I appear to be, so I see no issue using whatever name I choose. Yeah. I see. Our opinions will seem to differ greatly on the matter. Still as stubborn as ever, huh? I know you witnessed Britain's end, and that you reached the depth of the messy singularity. I'm also very certain that you have not sustained any fatal injuries thus far. So, why are you not summoning Serpent? Have you endured some kind of mental trauma? It can be a problem with your mystic code, or you wouldn't be able to survive in this subterranean world at all. Trying to hide your right hand, huh? You didn't even mean to do that, did you? I see. Your command spells are gone. So you gave away your very ability to function as a master. I can't believe it. Fujimaru, you are no longer a master. You'll never be able to call a servant as you are. If you want to survive, you need to alter your tactics. I mean, these are kind words, right? I mean, I'm basically useless right now. What? You have no business with me. As you are right now, neither do I have any with you. So you've traded your offensive capabilities for a new capacity to hit where it hurts. Oh! Oh, don't you want to see Mash? In the translation of the NeoGoat channel, it was like, did you know where Mash was? Because like Fujimaru was trying to search for her. But yeah, okay. Go to the mountains south of here and look for one that resembles a great horn. You'll find much Kirillite in the cavern there. Just like the other servant there, she fell out of the storm border in an attempt to rescue you. Holmes' disciple may be gone now, but your job remains the same. I'm conflicted as to whatever I should say this, but if humankind actually succeed in excising all 7 Lostbelts, then, and only then, will I recognize you as my enemies. I don't expect that to happen, however. You're up against David Semvoid, and defeating Orta is simply beyond your means. Yeah, I remember that David was still a mystery at this point when with all our content right now, David is still such a mystery. Even after Lostbelt 7, we get to know him a little better, but there are quite a few points that remains to be cleared. I see, so that was Dr. Roman, or at least the guy who looks just like him. I'm sorry. We have information about the doctor in Chaldea's database, so I didn't really know how to react. What about you, Yuo? You seem like you were kind of freezing up. I have no opinion of him at all. Is he even a living being? He gave off no wind lights at all and completely ignored me. How could he? He didn't even so much as say my name. Anyway, he said we should go to the mountain at all the way over there, right? I guess we may as well do that. Oh yeah, that's right. He said Mash was there. Come on, let's go, Fujimaru. The sooner we meet up, the sooner we can reform Team Chaldea. Team Chaldea? Yeah, I don't mind it. Don't ask questions. Thank you. Jagged mountains? Please don't crash. Okay, it was just that section. What a weird. So weird. Oh man, I'm so tired. This should be the cave we are looking for, right? I don't mind walking, but what's with all the guys with guns? I've lost track of how many times they've attacked us along the way. Think they work for the Lostbelt King? That will make sense. They probably see Chaldeans as a problem to be dealt with. Thanks God we didn't like have to fight 9 times in a row. I remember when FGO just came out and we were like in France. And yeah, you were talking with someone and suddenly, wyverns! Like you were doing anything. Oh my god, wyverns! You got all with an NPC. Oh my god, dragons! Yeah, this fight were kind of repetitive. Thank god we had the legend back then. That will make sense. They probably see Chaldeas and problem to be dealt with. We had the legend. Hey, what's with that word you've been throwing around me? You're Fujimaru, right? And you're Marine, right? So who's Chaldea? Is there another of you out there? For the moment, yeah, just remember you're my girlfriend. Thank you. You used to flirt every day. Wow, it's so nice and cool in here, and there's a light and a desk. This must be a peaceful, civilized human living space. I mean, I don't see any guns around here at all. I bet whoever lives here is really kind and gentle. Oh, I see we had new visitors. Are you the ones from Chaldea Romani told me about? Huh? Did you guys hear that? It sounded like it came from the wall. Haha, did I surprise you? My apologies. I'll turn off my camouflage now. I find I do my best thinking when I'm alone, so I sometimes end up blending into the background. Sorry about that. He's nude! Dinosaur, help! He doesn't have clothes! Oh, I'm the first dinosaur you've met then? Definitely a dinosaur, thank you. Please calm down, person from proper human history. You're what's called a servant, yeah? Cover yourself, you shameless being! My name is Tepeo, I'm a dinos living out a quiet retirement here in this cave. My species may look different from yours, but we are still the prime species in this world, capable of learning, growing, and retaining our shared pool of knowledge. This is to say, we are this world dominant species. It's humanity, if you will. So eloquent. And as a rule, we don't eat other intelligent life form. Nice rule. We are, in fact, herbivorous. Actually, as long as we have water and sunlight, we don't even need to eat plants. Yeah. You go by photosynthesis, right? So please rest assured I will never try to eat you to satisfy my nutritious needs. Say, how about a drink? Miguel has been very hot lately, so I assume you need to hydrate? Yes, I do. Thank you. Ah, that's okay, we'll just be on our way and get out of your feathers. Feathers? He's a bird? Hey Tepeo, I finished fetching water from the underground spring. What should I do next? Want me to polish these weird bronze statues up the mountain? I don't think those are statues, Habitrotto. I think they're part of an observatory. I noticed they have some measuring instruments, each carved to mark the degrees of an angle to make it easier to get an exact read on the position of the star. I mean, I'm so glad to see you again, Master Fujimaru Master. I knew from my last communication with the border that you were alright. But I didn't think I'll see you again this soon. I'm so glad you're okay. Yeah, after what happened in Lostbelt 6, I can understand emotions. When I first played this Lostbelt, yeah, I was quite happy to be reunited with Marsh so soon after what happened in Britain. So, is that Chaldea? She doesn't look like I imagined she would. Oh well, never mind that. Hello Chaldea, I'm Olga Mari, Fujimaru's girlfriend. I'm the kind-hearted alien who brought Fujimaru all the way here. Huh? Olga Mari? Shacho? It's you, Olga Mari, not Olga Mari. Huh? Because at least it is respectable enough to use my full name. Make sure you don't follow this guy's example and just call me UO or whatever. Okay, I've come down. I'm so sorry you had to see that. That was cute. It's not your fault, Mash. Anyone will be flummoxed under these circumstances. I've never read the word flummoxed in my entire life. I mean, that's the foreign visitor, right? Foreign what? Nothing. The point is that I don't understand what's happening right now. You're suffering from memory loss and can only remember your name and objective, right? Thank you so much for taking time to help Senpai and Marin, especially given all you're dealing with. Good, you should be. If I hadn't been there, this guy would be... I was stuck on toes. Something tells me that maybe they will still be alive. Why you're shushing me? That's a foreign god, right? Please stop, Habinyan! Don't say the name for now, or we're gonna die. You know, I like to hear more about you, Tepeo. Will you tell us more about this war too? You want to hear more from me? Cute. Well, as you can probably guess, I've been living away from the city for a while now, so I'm not up to date on the current affairs. But if you're okay with that, I'm happy to oblige. Yeah, I'm happy to tell you what I know. Fujimaru, I've met someone who told me about the word of a proper human history. He said it's the strongest, most objectively correct history to ever exist. I also know that in your world, our word here is called the Lostbelt. That means this is an impossible word which should never have existed and was supposed to be pruned away long ago. Why, yes. In fact, that's how he introduced himself. It was a very enlightening conversation. Proper human history and Lostbelt. A history meant to remain and a history meant to disappear. I believe I understand the relationship between the two, so I want to be clear about something up front. I do not see you Chaldeans as enemies. You are our guest. As far as I am concerned, you are neither invaders here to threaten our livelihood, nor conquerors bent on taking our world for yourself. You are friends from another world, here to do what you must. Really? But I'm here to raise this world, yes? No need to worry, we Dinos do not care. This may not be the case where you come from, but here, wars inevitably come to an end at some point. Yeah, the extinctions in Aztec mythology, right? We are not concerned about how that happens, and therefore have no reason to see you as enemies. Really? But if the world disappears, then so will. So, if I remember correctly, in the Aztec mythology, there's this like belief in what is called the fatality, like things happens because they happen. So it's useless to go against your destiny or something like that. Yeah, they just accept everything. A bit different from Stoicism, but yeah. So we'll die? Yes, that's true, but so what? I will certainly put a fight in my disappearance will result in the disappearance of this world as well. But fortunately, I'm quite certain that this isn't the case. If anything, I'm more worried about all of you. If you die, your world dies with you, no? Quite a different situation than the one we face. So, simply as one person to another, I cannot but support your endeavor. And down the road, I urge you to stay strong and make whatever choice you must without shame or fear. Humanity, huh? I don't know. You're nothing like what I expected when I come here. You said your species is called Dinos? You seem far, far more evolved than Fujimaru and her friends here, but your voice is just so grating. How are you even able to converse when your vocal frequency is so completely different? That will be thanks to Mala, that is this very word, assisting our connection. Some time ago, a being from new culture was introduced into our world by a visitor known as a Crypter. Mala analyzed this language and cognitive standards and tuned things so that we could communicate. If you thought of this word as being covered in its entirety by an automatic translation device, you wouldn't be too far off the mark. Oh, okay, I guess that makes sense. I mean, your vocal cords are really different from ours. So who's this Mala person? They must be pretty amazing to be able to do something like that. Oh, Mala is not a person. They are alive though. How can I put this? Mala is, you might call it goodwill in your world. It is a sentiment meant to keep our world running smoothly. They serve as both the foundation and the guiding principle of this subterranean world, Mictlan. Yes, as far as easy to believe, this Lostbelt is actually a massive hollow underground world. And what's more, it's not all on a single flat plane like Algarta was. It's essentially an enormous cylindrical shaft with gravity working along its sides. It's actually very similar in structure to a space colony, though without the constant rotation. What's a space colony? We don't understand how this gravity works or where the sunlight, water and air are coming from. But perhaps the most unbelievable fact is that, as far as I can tell, this world occupies about 1 million square kilometers. Which is... country. How much? 1 million square kilometers. 1 million. How big is 1 million square kilometers? $1 million. Yeah, I remember correctly. So there's this view that says that Egypt is almost exactly 1 million square kilometers and also square shaped. Okay. Countries with an area of about 1 million square kilometers: Ethiopia, Bolivia, Mauritania and Egypt. Yeah, okay. Cool. It's like Egypt. You know it to be at least 100 kilometers deep, even though that shouldn't be possible geologically. 100 kilometers deep? How deep is the Earth? The center of the Earth is 3,958 miles, or 6,371 kilometers. That's pretty deep. Yeah, the Earth crust is like 12 kilometers. Right. As of 2019, the record for the deepest hole humans have dug is 12 kilometers. Oh, we have dug, so it's more. Okay. What's more, the stratum of the Earth's surface, where humanity exists, is only around 40 kilometers deep. And the stratum below is the Earth's mantle, which means that the world outside is a world of rocks and microorganisms. There could even be magma eruption there. Oh, it sounds as though proper human history's environment and this Lostbelt environment are indeed very different. This world, the world we dinos know, is divided into 9 strata. Its name is Mictlan. The name is a very recent one though. I wish the dinos could claim credit for it, but I'm afraid it originated with Iskali, the Ocelotlumen's leader. Ocelotle or Ocelome in its plural form means jaguar in Nahuatl, a language used in Central America. I did not know that. Means jaguar, okay. There existed a group of warriors who were vestment evocative of a jaguar, most likely their helmets from proper human history's Aztec civilization. Jaguars were said to be associated with Tezcatlipoca, the Aztec god of war, and terrifying elemental said to live in the rainforest. So is that what these guns were? The ones with guns and jaguar masks were kept attacking us? So you already encountered them. I can't believe they've already made it this far. The Ocelome appeared alongside the Cryptor. They soon began hunting dinos for sport, though they called it war. I hear they've even built a major city on the 5th stratum. I believe Itzcali, the Ocelome's leader, wants to wipe out every last dinos. Countless dinos have already lost their lives to the Ocelome's hands. Some of them have been tied up and left to bleed out, or driven to feral madness by poison. Regardless, there aren't many dinos like me and still living out in the wilds anymore. Yeah. So, driven to feral madness by poison. Chemicals weapons are banned by the Genova Convention. That's no good. You know, come to think of it, the Ocelot men look a lot like all of you. So their weapons are called guns? I can tell you, those were quite a shock to us. Wow, these guys are even worse than I thought. But why would they do something like that? Do they have turf wars and stuff here in Midland too? It is less a turf war than it's a matter of resource gathering. They're looking to profit off us. They strip us of our meat, process our bones, and trade our hearts as though they were precious jewels. Mala will never allow such a thing, but we've been clever enough to avoid drawing its attention. That is what the Ocelomen are, organized criminals. Yeah, we are in Mexico. They are the cartels. Also, they're any different from the Mafia. This jungle is even scarier than I thought. That does sound like a criminal organization, and if that's all true... Right, we should try to get to the border as quickly as we can. Unfortunately, we lost contact with them about 4 hours ago. 4 years, what the fuck. One of the last things Sion told us was that the ship was crippled, and it will take the crew few days to get comms back online. Can I talk now? I sure hope so. Now that we're all together, we should get moving. The storm border crashed south of us. I think it's about 300 kilometers from here. I'm not sure how long it'll take us to go that far, but I do know we have no time to waste. It was too dangerous for Masha and me to try and make the journey alone, but we'll be fine now that we're here. If those Ocelotl guys attack us, we can just summon Servant to deal with them. Yeah, bad news. And worst case scenario, we can use your magical energy to fire the Black Barrel. I'm useless. Masika, you can't summon Servant anymore? I see, that explains some things. I didn't even realize. I'm sorry I'm such a useless servant. The storm border? Do you mean the flying boulder that fell from the skywall? It landed over past Chichen Itza. You'll need to cross Tlatlachui to reach it. I can really recommend that too, since you just arrived. Yes, put his clothes on. TPO, what may I ask what you're doing? Why, I'm getting dressed up. I haven't been outside in quite some time after all. You're going no matter what I tell you, yes? Then you need a guide? Allow me a formal introduction. I'm TPO, a stargazer. I think fate may have brought us together. I'll be your guide here in Midland, the golden sea of trees. Do we need to pay you? We'll pay you in knowledge. In knowledge. The river of blood. Okay, we can end this episode here, and No, we cannot end this episode here. Let's at least finish the section. Yeah, the freaking bug. So annoying. But why? It's so hot. I can't believe how much hotter it is outside the cave. What's the temperature anyway? 58 degrees Celsius? That's like 130. Ah, okay. Yeah, I was praising the game for using the metric system, but yeah, this game is like situated in the United States, so they need to translate in Fahrenheit. Yeah. Just learn the metric system, you bastard. That's like 136 Fahrenheit. Not even deserts get that hot. It's almost unbearable for a man of the sea. True, this is much hotter than I was expecting. At least it's not intolerable as long as we're in the shade. Master, is your Mr. Code terminal regulation working properly? Oh. The sun is at the third stratum right now, so it's going to stay this hot for some time. But there's no need to take reckless risk. It will cool once the sun gets further away. Why don't we take a short break here? I understand you're in a hurry, but you do still need the occasional rest. I think that's a good idea too. We've been traveling for about 2 hours, so let's take a 15-minute break. Yeah, if I remember correctly, in the Babylonian anime, Leonidas said that for 2 hours of training, you need a 15-minute break. Yeah, good girl Mash, she remembered the lessons. Got it, I'll go fetch some water then. Don't worry, I can tell you there's a river nearby. Marine's got a lot of spirit for being such a whiner. Kinda get the sense he wants to make up for not being much of a fighter by finding other ways to be useful. Hey Mash, how about a little magical energy boost? I'm gonna go play with him to help out in case anything happens. Magical boost? How about a little magical energy boost? Okay, don't really understand. I'm relieved to see those sharks still the same, even in this Lostbelt. I know. Hope that's true for us as well. The jungle. Quite a lot of information here, not bad. Harsh, but pleasantly cool temperature. Very humid. High atmospheric pressure, lot of smells. It's like a flood of life. So many colors and waves, both on the micro and macro scales. If I concentrate on the sensations, all these colors start to feel nauseously vivid. Do you know what I mean? It really feels like something's coming up my throat. Blech. Oh wow, you really weren't kidding. You're vomiting up rainbows. Olga Marie Shacho! Yeah, instead of reading director, I'm going to read this Shacho, which is director in Japanese, because I hear it so much. Maybe you should turn down your sensor sensitivity until you're used in this environment. Quite rubbing my back, and I told you that's not my name. That's kinda cute scene, right? Mash rubbing the director's back. Still, I think that might be a good advice. Lowering the sensitivity of my sensor is probably the way to go here. Your name is Mash Kirillite, right? Are you human too? Your body structure is very different from Fujimaru's. I am, but I'm also a demi-servant, so my body is a mixture of human and a servant. It makes me a lot stronger than my may look, so if you need someone to do heavy manual labor, Tacho. Eto, you Olgamari, please don't hesitate to ask me. A demi-servant, Right, of course, one of those. I know what those are. Yeah, I don't want to be mean to my girlfriend, right? Such a simp. You know, I don't have any problems with you personally, but demi-servant, something on those words rackles me. Why don't you think of different ones? Wow, are you guys friends now? Sorry for ruining the moment. But I ran into some nasty dinosaurs and they follow me here. Chacho, Mash, help me. Do you know these guys? Yes, it's John. Their brains have atrophied beyond repair. They are neither living nor dead any longer. They are akin to tumors in the jungle. Each is a mindless predator who only exists to convert whatever animal they find into energy. There's no reasoning with them. Our only choice is to run away or shut them down with force. I'm really surprised you're not freaking out here, Tipo. Oh, I absolutely am. I've never been in combat before. I came to serve as your guide because I was worried about you. But to be honest, I'm starting to regret the decision. Oops. You're even more upbeat than I thought, Tipo. But if that's what you're worried about, please don't be. On my honor as a shielder, I won't let even one of these creatures pass me. Awaiting orders, master. Prepare for first battle in this lost belt. Not my first. I got my first with Director Orgamari. Yeah. Up to 2 servant, but I can summon, right? Yes. I can summon! I mean, it's really whatever, right? Okay, 2 ways. So we'll go this. This. And then this. Okay, carry me. Great! Damn, not even one. Oh, yes, one. Yes, keep critting! It is! Nigasana. Class unknown. Rainbow pattern, first 6-star servant. Yeah, just kidding. And trembling. Ooh, burn in hell. Wait. Yeah, I have invulnerable. I have an invul 10. Yeah, I don't want Habinian to die, so. I don't want her to die. Spin Star, Habitorotto. Yeah, the window background is quite funny every time I look at it. Habitorotto. You are broken, Habitorotto. Good job. Crit. That's fucking no. An extra turn. Guts. And trembling intimidation. Okay, intimidation. Didn't read it. Ouch. Shield in the face. Eat this. It's quite strong, 42,000, with no class advantage. Let's go. Maize. Corn. Mice. Wow, those are huge! Each stall must be at least 2 meters tall. Are these edible, TPU? You don't just use them for fuel, right? Not at all. Sentinel or corn or corn in your language is the only food that Vidanians eat simply because we love it. Now, what's this about using it for fuel, Marine? What does proper human history use corn for? Biofuel. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Ethanol, right? A kind of biofuel made up from organic materials. I thought grain were a primary source of nutrient for primitive beings like you, no? Do you just use them for fuel instead of consuming them yourself as a part of the natural cycle? No, not exactly. We grow different crops for different purposes. Some corn is selectively bred to maximize flavor and nutrients, while other corn is optimized for producing ethanol. Some concerns have been raised about the gases produced by growing ethanol corn and their impact on climate change. But these kind of crops are still a shining example of human ingenuity. So your civilization must destroy its environment to advance? Yeah, that hurts. I understand that the evolution of a species often becomes a sort of race to see how far they can get before they devour their own planet. But the way things are going right now, you Earthlings don't have a chance. All the more reason you need a strong leader like me. Yes, I vote for you! I don't even vote for my own government, so... Hey, it's nice that the president is in a good mood and all, but... Fujimaru? Kizuiteka. Sorry, have you noticed? We left the cave about 6 hours ago. The sun was just rising, right? So don't you think it's weird that it doesn't seem any closer to settling yet? I don't think we should expect there to be a night here. Miklan is entirely enclosed and folding in on itself, like a giant underground tube of sorts. So the sun here will never sink below the horizon. That's not to suggest the sun actually sinks in our war either, but you know what I mean? But the sun here has definitely been moving south, while I suppose farther away might be more accurate. At the rate it's going now, the sun should dim and give way to night in about 5 hours. Since the cavern obviously can't rotate, the sun must be the only celestial body moving down here. I have no idea how it's being controlled though. It's all way beyond human technology of the 21st century. Tepeo sensei oshiete. Oh, you rang? My apologies, I promised to serve as your guide, but I've so enjoyed talking with Marine that I've been completely neglecting my own duties. Now, what would you like to know? Would I be correct in assuming you have questions pertaining to the Mictlan structure, the working of our sun, our ecosystem, the life in the cities here, the cryptor, and the cornfields? Yes, that's right. We really appreciate if you could tell us all about it. What would you like to ask about first, senpai? The cornfield! Who cares about Mictlan? Although Vidanians need only water and sunlight to survive, life will hardly be worth living without some pleasure we can look forward to, I agree. And so the Mala created corn, the sun's greatest blessing. It has everything we want in a food. Corn was seen especially in American proper human history as well. It was an essential source of nutrient there, especially in Central America. In fact, it was so important to people livelihood that they often spoke of it as a gift from the gods, or sometimes as if you were a god itself. But I think we should probably ask about Mictlan's structure now, senpai. That seems more relevant at the moment. Yeah. Mictlan's structure, huh? Very good. If you mean to reach the sun border, this is certainly the most important thing to know. Although Mictlan is a flatland jungle, it's actually divided into 9 separate strata. We are currently in the first stratum. This. How do you read this accent? This is Tlalocan. Its ceiling, which leads to the surface, forms a steep cliff face. Next we have the second stratum, and the first boundary of the underworld. That's Tlatlacui, the red level. It's an endless river that is home to a species of enormous iguanas. The third stratum is home to the golden city of Chichen Itza. It's a vast and open plain filled with fruit of all kinds. The fourth stratum and the second boundary of the underworld is what the is its last sequel, the White Level. It is a bone-strewed graveyard consisting of a valley of blades and wind. The fifth stratum, Tula, the Lake of Blood and Birth, serves as the blood vessel of the land itself. What does it mean? The Lake of Blood and Birth? I don't actually remember the fifth stratum. The sixth stratum and the third boundary of the underworld is Xoxoahui, the Blue Level. It is a land of galactic sand dunes and vacuum lightning gardens. The seventh stratum is Singing Ilhuicatl, home to the Metztitlan Observatory. The eighth stratum and the fourth boundary of the underworld is Yayakui, the Black Level. It consists of a subterranean mountain range upon which the sun never shines. And finally we have the ninth stratum. It's the foot of the Great Saber Tree, the dreaded land of Shibalba. Is the foot of the Great Saber Tree? What is a saber? As you might expect, the strata are all linked. In theory, anyone could cross them freely between them. More practically though, the underworld's various boundaries are quite dangerous. The dead walk that realm. Even for us Dinos, he considered it too dangerous to risk venturing beyond the 7th stratum. Is the image zooming? Or am I on drugs? No, it's actually zooming. For one thing, the 8th and 9th strata are both blanketed by deadly fog. This fog only receded for 5 of every 365 cycles, during the period when the sun shut down to rest and replenish itself. The act of traveling to the 9th stratum during this period is called the underworld pilgrimage. Pilgrimage, but no Dinos has ever completed this successfully. Underworld pilgrimage, Shibalba. Of course, none of you have a reason to go to the 9th stratum, so this is all purely for reference. I believe the storm border crashed near the edge of the... What? The edge of? Oh, it's bugged. It's probably like the edge of the 5th stratum. We should be able to reach it in 4 cycles, but first we need to cross a major checkpoint. That would be the Tlatlahui, the red boundary of the underworld. It comprises the 2nd stratum. It has become a terribly dangerous place thanks to Tezcatlipoca, the god of war who accompanies the scriptor. Pokaniki! The god of war who accompanies the cryptor. So there must be... Yeah, the Grand Berserker! Yeah. So he's Tezcatlipoca, thus the god of war and sacrifice, and one of the strongest gods in proper human history Aztec mythology. I like to say he's the strongest, not one of the strongest. I actually don't know if Tezcatlipoca and Quetzalcoatl are on par. But yeah. I see. So in proper human history, humankind is comprised of your species Homo sapiens. Countless nations spread across 7 continents. 7? Not 6? And despite your many differences, you have deployed all manner of culture over the course of your history. Yeah, about the number of continents, there are some debates. But yeah, because someone think there are 6, 7, or even 8. It really depends whenever you split South America and North America into 2 continents. But yeah, in Europe here, we are told that there are 6 continents. We count... Yeah, it's a bit strange because there's America, Australia, Antarctica, Africa, and then Asia and Europe. But like Asia and Europe are technically connected. Yeah, whatever. I suppose if you Dinos were to visit your world, we will be classified as reptiles. Yes, big ass reptiles. Your biosphere is limited to your planet's surface, with no colonial expansion into outer space. The ocean? What's an ocean? Please elaborate. I see. So the continents are surrounded by large bodies of salt water and each have its own distinct ecosystem. I can only imagine how many different varieties of life must flourish in such an environment. Aquatic dinos? No, very few kinds of dinos evolving to live in the water. Alligators. Doing so enlarges our species' skeletal structure, which makes it more difficult to live on land. Democracy and communism? No, that's okay. I have a firm enough handle on your politics and social structure. Given the traits I've observed in all of you, I will guess that your research on various matters has been like stacking pebbles, one on top of another. Yes! We have a saying here. Maybe it's not just in my country, but the saying is like... We are... how do you say little people? We are little people on the shoulders of giants, in the sense that our knowledge, our advancement is based on the knowledge of our predecessor. Yeah, same thing. Despite lacking the ability to fly, you continue to explore. This is not confined solely to your planet, but you also observe other celestial bodies as well. DNA, cells, element, atoms. So if you are to understand the vastness of the universe, you must first learn the law which governs its smallest part. How delightful. I feel as though the corn kernels have fallen from my eyes. Corn kernels is like the most outer layer of our eye. It seems the humans of proper human history are like a cube that lands on a different decorated side with every tumble it takes. We have a lot of variety. We have a lot of species. No, never mind. Are you taking a bath, senpai? I understand. I felt the same way when I first met Tepeo back in the cave. You start off telling him one thing and he immediately hits on 10 other things connected to it. Even if they're concepts or laws he's never heard of. Genius, doesn't even begin to cover him. His brain seems to work on an entirely different level. I still don't know anything about dinos in general, but are you all alone, Tepu? Were you living in that cave by yourself because you were just too smart? Oh, you're talking about humans who were isolated because they didn't find fit in those around them. In your parlance, outcast. True, I moved to the wilderness of the first stratum because my way of thinking didn't match other dinos. Most have no desire to learn because they never had to rely on their intellect to compensate for lack of physical prowess. Homo sapiens are short-lived and easily harmed. To have any hope of surviving, you had to evolve in both body and mind. But we dinos never faced any threats here in Miklan, so the same wasn't true for us. As a result, we never experienced the same need to evolve. Yeah, imagine a dinosaur with gun. That reminds me of one of your expressions. Someone be a babe in the woods. What? Someone be a babe in the woods. Your digestive systems are simply incredible. We dinos can only dream of consuming such a variety of food. I assume you think nothing of your ability to break down the toxin in plants and absorb only their nutrient. But from my perspective, such ability is truly revolutionary. Imagine being able to consume so many different living things, so many kinds of plants as food. I'm so jealous. You think so? Now that I mentioned it, I guess humans' food culture is pretty unique. I wish Baker was here for this. Sometimes she sulks about being the weakest member of the series, but this really make her day. Tepu, if you don't mind my asking, could you tell us more about dinos? We never talk with any besides you, so... Very well, I'll tell you what I can about our ecosystem and how we got where we are now. We dinos are this Lostbelt prime species, or the equivalent of humans in your world if you like. We are the dominant species tasked with running this world. A long time ago, well before Miklan was created, our ancestors migrated here from the surface. These ancestors were the creator you know as dinosaur in proper human history. From what you told me, Mash, I understand that there exist several types of dinosaurs. There were long-necked marine plesiosaurs, bear-like flying pletosaurs, terrestrial theropods, and so on, yes? Well, most dinos fall under the theropod category. That said, our creation was also shaped in many ways by Mala. So we do have a few of the plesiosaur and plesiosaur varieties of dinos as well. Pterosaurs are especially rare, but they do still exist to this day. Remember what I said about Outcast earlier? I, for instance, was ostracized from my herd because they took issues with my behavior. However, pletosaurs and plesiosaurs are essentially outcasts from the day they were born. They are born. I remember you also said most dinosaurs were herbivores, and the carnivores were the minority. But all dinos are herbivores. They are no carnivores. We are unable to break down the toxin in meat, meaning that eating it leads to pain, diminished intelligence, and eventually death. That is what happened to the intelligent dinos who attacked you earlier. Either they gave up their intelligence when they were on the verge of death, or they turned feral after the ocelomen poisoned them. So that's what happened. Those dinos were really scary, but I feel kinda bad for them now. I mean, dying painfully after being forced to eat meat they didn't want, they might as well be zombies. It's to do with their new teachings. You might call it old faint with Pam's religion. Now that I've met you, I understand the Ocelomen are Homo sapiens, humans just like you. They appear here in Makeland out of nowhere and quickly move to expand their territories. One of the central aspects of our faith is offering up hearts of the strong to their god. And since dinos are the strongest life form in Makeland, they of course set their sight on us. They built a city in the 5th stratum. There they tear the hearts from dinos. Now that you've been kind enough to share your knowledge with me, I have a clear understanding of the situation in Makeland. Two opposing factions are fighting a civil war here. One faction consists of the dinos. Our capital is Chichen Itza, the golden city ruled by the king of dinosaurs and protected by Song of Kukulkan. The other faction is the Ocelomen. Their capital is Mexico City, city of death created by Tezcatlipoca, the new god of sacrifice, and by the cryptor from proper human history who brought him here. The storm border is sick crashed in the area between these two cities. Hold on, I understand the servant that the cryptor David summoned is a divine spirit from proper human history. But you said there's also god in the Dinos capital? And Kukulkan at that? What's so weird about that, Mash? Haven't there been gods in other Lostbelt too? Yes, but it's different here. Kukulkan is the Mayan god of wind and water from proper human history. But the Dinos have no connection to proper human history mythology whatsoever. So it doesn't make any sense for that god to be here in Makeland. Oh wait, come to think of it, the name Makeland itself comes from the underworld of Aztec mythology. If I remember right, the Mayan were the predecessor of the Aztec? Or am I dumb? But I believe you have said before, the mythology of your world has nothing in common with our own in this world. I understand your confusion, but the answer is quite simple. The very concept of a sun god is also a recent development. We were simply indifferent to such thing until recently. In fact, until the cryptor's arrival, we rarely even conversed with words. So it was proper human history itself that passed on the concept of gods. Prior to Damien Zemvoid's arrival, there were no gods of any kind in our world. But once Tezcatlipoca, a god of proper human history, was summoned here, many things took a new meaning. Things that simply existed before become special. Technically, I suppose it was an act of substitution, but no matter. My point is, it was the very first time anyone in our world had ever heard the story. Yeah. I guess the mythology from our world was brought into this one by Tezcatlipoca. I don't want to talk too much because, yeah, I don't really want what happened. I don't really want to spoil for those who didn't play yet, but yeah. I think I'll go to bed now. I learned a great deal today and like to make sure I've understood it all. And that's why Tippy went to bed early. Gamari is standing about 20 meters away, looking up at the night sky. We should discuss what to do about her as well as our strategy going forward, yes. What are your thoughts on Gamari-senpai? She's lost almost all her memories except for her name and her objective. Quite convenient. He knows only her own name and that she an alien come to Earth to rule it. She has no memories pertaining to her personal life. She only knows what she learned about Earth prior to come here. Outside of that, she doesn't know anything about Chaldea or the Bleached Earth phenomenon or our battle on the storm border. Even if she is the foreign god, I don't want to treat her like she's our enemy. Over this past 12 hours, she's proven to be very friendly, so if she never recovered her memories, at least for now. I feel kind of bad about it, but I think it's for the best too. Yuo has been saying she's the future ruler of Earth, but I can tell she means she just wants to make things better, not tyrannically rule over mankind. She's very different now when she attacked the Storm Border as the foreign god. I think this is probably the real her, so as long as she doesn't remember that she's the foreign god, she should at least stay on our side, right? Then I'm not for telling her, on one condition. That should be the only secret we keep from her. Real friends don't keep everything to themselves. Shacho! Daitorio! What is it? I was just making a president constellation, you know? Okay, in the translation it was like I was just making my intergalactic signature. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry to interrupt you then. I love the idea of making your own constellation. It's nothing special. Every noble does it when they come to a new celestial body. Do them? Anyway, did you have something to tell me? I sure hope it's worth my while. Why do you look so disgusted? Oh. Hmm? We should have a gallery of all her expression. We demand it. Servants, masters, mages, Chaldea, the incineration. What the fuck? The incineration of humanity, singularities. The bleach art phenomenon, cryptors, tree of emptiness, proper human history, lost belts. Exactly how many times has Earth faced an existential crisis at this point? Alright, I have a much clearer picture of how foolish humans are now. You guys have been through a lot, huh? Still, nice job taking back your future, even if it was just that one time. I'm impressed, Fujimaru. It sounds like we've been working hard too. Mush. This Chaldea organization you belong to doesn't sound half bad either. Preserving humanity's future without anyone ever knowing. What a fulfilling calling. Shacho? Shacho? What are you talking about? You all say the strangest thing sometimes. Are you experiencing some kind of bug? Good story, but I can really only give a 9 of 10. That's despite it being the most satisfying story I've ever heard. Do you know why I scored it like that? No, I don't. You say it's the most satisfying story you've ever heard, but still only a 9 of 10? I mean, it's still not enough, right? You and Fujimaru did some impressive work, I grant you, but it's missing a certain finishing touch. Like, it's made really well, but there's still a gaping hole right through the middle of it. I think it would be even better if you had someone bright and shiny in too. I don't know who or what, but... Oh, who could it be? Oh. Yes! Please! Ha! Oh, you humans. The return alone was enough to bring you up to a full 10 of a 10. If you're so eager for my help, then alright. I'll help you save heart. What are friends for? Yosha! Yeah. We still don't know, even with all the content on JP, we still don't know who the foreign priestess is. I mean, we can have a guess, but nothing is confirmed. Godness, I was so happy I didn't realize how late it was. We should really set up our sleeping bags. People say night lasts about half as long as day here. If my math is right, then it means night lasts about 12 hours. So every day is 36 hours. So you can sleep a full 7 hours, then still head through this cornfield before daybreak. I keep night watch, so you guys just go to sleep and don't worry about anything. Arigato. Hmm? Hmm? Yeah, what are you doing? What are you doing? That's putting spy on young girls is not a good thing. Where did you get the binocular? NFF service? Thank you. Okay guys, this is it for this episode. And thank you for listening all the way here. For listening to my broken garbage English. And I hope you can enjoy FGO together, even in the future. See you in the next part. Bye bye.